In today's world, every progressive organization would agree that digital is core to transformation, key to unlock significant value. And therefore, the entire organization needs to be trained on this, being made capable on this. And that's where the challenge is. How do you take the entire organization on a digital education journey? How do you make sure it is also tailored and tiered? Because not everyone needs to be taken to the same capability level. What digital tools do you focus? Do you focus on experience, expertise? Do you focus on mindset changes? And how do you keep it interesting and crisp? So these were the challenges that we faced as we embarked on the digital journey at RPG. And to address all this, we came up with this program of Illuminati. We intended all 8,500 of our employees to be taken through this program. We wanted all 100% ideally, if not at least 50%, to be at level one, and then a certain portion of it, 5% or so, to be skilled all the way up to level two, and then maybe 1% of the total population to be skilled all the way up to level three. And this was a program which was meant for non-digital executives, but across all the functions. We also reviewed which were the technologies that were relevant to RPG, and based on that, we zeroed down on 5 or 6 most critical. These were Gen AI, AIML, IoT, RPA, and also agile thinking or design thinking. So these were the technologies that we zeroed on. And as I said, we wanted it to happen in 3 stages or 3 phases. The first phase was just awareness creation, which would cover, as I said, 50 to 100% of the population. Second one would be where some 5% of the total population would be trained to a point where they can implement, where they can also be their expertise level could be deeper. And finally, 1% of the people who would shape and innovate agenda related to these technologies, come up with use cases, see how to apply the technologies. So level one, beginners level, and here the intent was that people should be familiar and not get overawed when they hear about Gen AI, how it works, and also when someone talks about how using these technologies we could come up with use cases. So it's a basic awareness creation, something which could be addressed by, let's say, 8 to 15 hours of training, mostly going through videos, going through the training materials being put together. So that is level one. Level two would be where people would be able to come up with use cases around the functions that they are engaged on. So the procurement person would be able to say that, hey, using Gen AI, this is the use case that I can suggest. Even better, when someone else were to suggest that Gen AI can be used for this particular use case, they could say whether it is possible, not possible, what are the issues, and basically just become more open to embracing those tools. And level three would be people who would not only for their functions in their companies, but even in other companies can come up with use cases which, if implemented, would lead to huge impact. And some of these use cases could be the first in the industry. For level two, it would require a deeper workshop and not just going through some videos or reading material, to debate with the experts and then follow it up with an action project or a keystone project. And level three would be where you become a part of a community of experts on that topic across the group companies, constantly debate the trends, and be the go-to person for anybody else in the company or the across all the group companies for any query related to that topic. So, and level three would be something which is an ongoing capability development, just constantly being engaged, and being in discussion and applying some of those tools. So we looked at which technologies could create maximum impact for our group companies. We arrived at that based on our own assessment of which technologies could be powerful. We also looked at external experts and consultants on what they saw as the relevant technologies for other companies in similar industries. So based on that, we came up with Gen AI. Of course, this is something which is just picking up, and at the time when we started, roughly a year back, I think there was a lot of excitement then, as it's today. So that's number one. AI ML, we see a number of areas where across our group companies where the data could be leveraged. If it doesn't exist, then the data could be collated, and then a lot of inferences and prediction models could be created based on that. The third would be RPA, just helps in automating a lot of sequential manual activities. IoT, particularly whether it is in our factories, around equipments, or even in some of our agriculture operations. So again, a very simple technology which can help in collating data, which can then be acted upon. Um, Blockchain, again, this is a technology which a couple of years back had a lot of excitement around it. We were, one of the first in the industries to come up with use cases, and we still believe that it has got a lot of potential. So these were some of the technologies that we zeroed down.